It is Tuesday, and good morning. Welcome to it here. We're just starting the week. I know we got a long way to go towards Friday, but there's some good news headed our way towards the weekend. A lot of people are saying, hey, look, Tim, when is it going to sort of dry out? We've had a lot of rain, but we've really needed the rain. It's really put a big dent in the rain. Good morning, everybody. It's Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller. Let's start in the upstate. I'm going to make this short and sweet this morning. Where, notice temperatures here. This is Greenville, Spartanburg. There's Union, Anderson, Greenwood. Temperatures low 80s. And if you cross over into the mountains, Asheville, about 79 degrees. And even further towards, you get up towards the north, really in the mountains there. You're talking low 70s. So, I mean, just a huge difference. But nonetheless here, low 80s will be delightful. Still, though, a little humidity in the air. Not going to rule out some isolated showers in the morning now. Not a whole lot going on, but by afternoon time, about a 50% chance of some late day afternoon showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but I'm not expecting any big severe weather at all. So for Greenville, Spartanburg, it's delightful with these temperatures into the low 80s. Across the Midlands today, what are we expecting? Well, we're going to top out these temperatures. Let me expand this here so you get the full situation here. Notice we have a decent risk, a marginal risk at that, not necessarily for severe weather, but for some heavy rain. Bamberg, Barnwell, Orangeburg, parts of Aiken County all received 3-4 inches of rain yesterday with localized flooding. And I'm not going to be ruling that out again today. I think that we'll fire up some of these showers of rain. By the way, this will be the last day of the heavy rain, right? We have drier air that moves in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that takes us into the weekend. So much drier conditions headed our way. But notice temperature of 85 today. Average high, 93 for Columbia. Average high, 93. Orangeburg, pretty much the same thing. Lancaster, I don't think you're going to get as much rain, right? So I think you're going to get some showers, but not nearly as much. Still, the risk, I think, is south of Lancaster all the way down to, well, into the CSRA. So that CSRA, which is right in here, includes Augusta. So what were we talking about today? About a 50 to 60% chance of some showers and some rain. Some of that rain will be heavy at times through the Midlands. Again, some of it will continue to watch for possibly localized flooding, but the temperatures, once again, being held down. So at least that part is delightful. All right, let's go down to the low country here. Again, I'll expand this out here a little bit. This is where I think we're going to have a decent amount of rain here. Rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour possible, leading to at least a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain. There could be some pockets of 2-3 inches of rain. Wouldn't surprise me at all here. And again, this could easily cause some flooding from Charleston down to Hilton Head. Temperatures will remain low thanks to the rain and the clouds, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about a heat index. By the way, the heat index business is back with us again once we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that heat index will be 100, 101, really throughout the entire state. Maybe again 105, 106 towards Charleston. That's towards the end of the week. In the meantime, I really want us to focus on the chance of some heavy rain and be careful, especially because this area received a lot of heavy rain yesterday. We're going to get it again today. All right, so let's do one more thing here before we boot, scoot, and boogie. Let's take a look at the, y'all know that song, Boot, Scoot, and Boogie? You do? Okay, well, Raven does. All right, so that's good. I'm in good hands here. LaDeja, we also have Amani and Raven with us. They are behind the scenes making all this happen. They are working the magic. I'm just doing whatever it is that I do. Charleston, you have some rain here this morning. A few showers in the upstate and right along the Savannah River here. That's it for now. That'll change coming up a little bit later on. Let's quickly look at the weather model, see what we've got going on right here. Michael Kenny used to say that. He said, you come here. When he said that, you were there, man. You didn't waste time fooling around. 5 o'clock this afternoon, scattered showers. Notice it's really a south of Columbia line, right? This is where I think the heaviest rain is. The front that came through is sort of sagged down here near Savannah. Hence, this is where we have the darker colors. That's where the heaviest rain will be. And I think that'll continue. Notice if we go through the evening time, rain diminishes as the heat into the day is pretty much done. This is a 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. Let's go through Wednesday here real quick. 11 o'clock, some scattered showers pop. Notice and that was 2 o'clock. This was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Here's 5 o'clock tomorrow. Not nearly the coverage, right? So drier air moving on in. Temperatures will go up a little bit. So we'll start to dry out. And that'll be Wednesday. Coming up, we'll talk about Thursday, Friday, into the weekend. We're also going to talk about later on this afternoon. It's all over social media, the possibility of some disturbance developing into the Gulf of Mexico. It's about that much of a chance, but we'll talk about it because, it's been a really quiet season thus far, and there's reasons for that. But we'll talk all about that as we get into this afternoon. Anyway, look out for the rain. Be careful today, and we will see you this afternoon.